All right. So, thank you for being here for tonight's spotlight session. And I'm going to just take a few minutes today to shine a light on something that we all need more of, and that's encouragement. And I'm not talking about just the quick things, you've got this, I'm rooting for you. Those things are nice and they're very kind. But I'm talking about the kind of encouragement that fuels the soul, that fuels the soul and is well received because they can feel your authenticity and your genuine um, compassion for them. And that kind that reminds us who we are. And it calls us back to our strength and purpose. And when you think about encouraging or supporting someone, do you ever have a goal to help draw them back to their strength and purpose? It's really important, whether you're working with someone at work, maybe a family member, or maybe your community, something you do out in your community. So I want to offer three really powerful, practical ways to be an encourager without losing yourself in the process. So write these down, get ready. The first one is to encourage from overflow, not obligation. Now, what I mean by that is really checking in with yourself before you start pouring into others. And just ask yourself, am I encouraging out of alignment and abundance? Or am I just doing it because I feel like I should or I have to? Because encouragement holds so much more meaning when it's genuine, when you're doing it out of abundance and overflow. And when it's coming from you, someone who's already nurturing their own well-being, it's going to feel so supportive, kind of like a gentle hug. And in my self-expansion work, I teach that we're not here to drain ourselves in the name of support. We encourage best when we are honoring our own rhythms, our own boundaries, and our own energy. That's where the genuine, authentic compassion shines through. So, for tip number one, your anchor moment check-in is to check in with yourself and say, is this a moment where I need to encourage myself first and then reach out to the person that you're wanting to support? The second tip, speak to growth, not the struggle. This is a challenge because we often want to think about what's going wrong and go from that angle. But let's use encouragement in a way that it becomes more comforting and it offers clarity to the person who's receiving it. So instead of saying, oh, you're going to get through this, it can't be all that bad, say something with more substance to it, like, you're already doing better than you think, or we'll take it one step at a time. And one of my favorites is, there's no rush. We'll work it out. This kind of truth telling really uplifts people in a way that sticks with them. They often start repeating what you said to them to themselves. So, encouragement that is specific and rooted in truth reminds people to progress And they often can't, it reminds people of progress that they often don't see for themselves. So that's what this is about, helping them to see beyond the crisis, not negating it, just gently nudging them to that very next step. And then the last one, the last tip for tonight is let presence be the gift. Not presence, but your presence. You don't always need to have the perfect words. Sometimes you don't even have to say anything. You just show up fully present, fully available, and often that is what someone needs the most. In our fast-paced world, a calm presence is a form of encouragement because there is just so much noise. And it's been that way for years, but it's even more so now with technology exploding the way it is. And I've been told over the years, more than once, that I seem so calm, that even when things are spinning out of control, that I seem to have a handle on it. And I used to think, maybe that's just part of my personality. But over time, I have realized that it's actually something that I practice intentionally. I pause, I breathe, I choose peace, even when it's hard. So if you're not sure what to say, just be there. Just be calm, not reactive. Breathe, listen, be still. That's encouragement too. And that's the kind that often sticks around with them the longest. So, those are your 3 tips on how to be an encourager without depleting yourself. And if you're feeling the urge to maybe rethink your conversations that you're having in your circle of influence, I'd love to invite you to join me for a one-on-one shared journaling session. They're complimentary, they don't cost a thing, because I firmly believe that journaling can really soften your approach to many things. It can shift your perspective. It can bring more compassion into what you're doing. So if you would like to join me for a journaling session, I'll put the link down below in the show notes if you're watching on YouTube, and in the comments if you're watching on Facebook. And until next time, just remember your words, your presence, your energy, that's what matters. So you just have to be present, honest, and wholehearted with people, and it's going to make a big, big difference. So thank you for spending this moment with me, and I certainly hope to see you at our next Spotlight session.